Hello, leaders. Welcome to episode 3 of Perspectives in Nonprofit Leadership. I'm Patrick Jinks, Leadership and Strategy Coach and President of the Jinks Perspective. This show is off to a fantastic start with over 200 subscribers in our first week. So keep them coming, share with your colleagues and even your board members, and let's build this community. This episode is part 2 of our exploration on board engagement. But before we get to today's content, let me remind you of a couple of things. First, don't forget that we're giving away a complete one-on-one executive coaching package on February 1st, live on this channel. To enter the drawing, you have to do 2 things. First, you have to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button below this video. And second, you have to click in the link in the video description below and register for the drawing. The drawing's for a 6-month one-on-one executive coaching package for a nonprofit executive or senior leader. And if you win and already have a coach, you can gift the package to a senior leader on your team. But you got to do this by midnight on January 31st, so don't miss out. Next, don't forget to download this week's coaching sheet, also in the video description below, which includes a sample board agenda comparison that we'll be referring to in this video. Okay, let's go. Last week we defined board engagement. Here it is again. Board engagement is the level of physical, intellectual, and emotional commitment that board members consistently demonstrate toward the organization and its mission. You can catch up on that in episode 2, so we won't rehash it here. Today, let's talk about the place where engagement has a great chance to reveal itself, if the path has been clearly shaped, and that's the boardroom. Now, as a coach, I might ask you, what do your board meetings look like? But that's not really the key here. You might say, oh, they're great. We give them tons of information. They always support what we're doing. A great time is had by all. But a better question is one you might have to ask your board members to answer. And it's this: how do your board members feel about your board meetings? Are you really giving them inspiration to come to the next one? One telltale sign that your meetings may not be as engaging as you'd like is when your attendance is consistently low. Just remember that attendance is one thing, presence is another. Are your board members being asked what their questions are? Are they being asked to contribute thought on an issue? Are they adding value to the conversation? Are you giving them a chance to respond to your proposals, to challenge your assumptions, to celebrate success together? Here's another question. Are you recognizing them in front of their peers? I don't just mean the plaque you give them at their last board meeting. I mean taking every opportunity to commend them as individuals or as a group for their every contribution to the cause. One way to assess this is to simply take a good hard look at your board agendas for the past, say, 4 meetings. How duplicated are they? How much alike are all those agendas and meetings? Ask this question: do you build an agenda of topics and things to report on, or are you building an agenda of objectives and work to advance? Take a look at today's coaching sheet in the video description below for examples of an ordinary board agenda and an extraordinary board agenda. Which one most closely mirrors your agendas? I will say this: your strategic plan should be the focal point of every meeting, and there should be something on every agenda that tangibly advances that work. Finally, how well are you engaging your board chair and other members in advance of the board meeting so that they're the ones reporting, asking, engaging, drawing out the other members during these meetings? These are just a few tips to think about, but don't think that they're minor concepts. How your board meetings are conducted plays a major role in how engaged they are both inside and outside the boardroom. As always, we'd love an opportunity to explore ways that the Jinks Perspective can help your organization with strategy, executive leadership, board engagement, or employee engagement. So there's always a link in the video description below if you'd like to schedule a free discovery call with me at any point to explore that. Until next week, let's make sure that our work has clarity, simplicity, and alignment in everything we do. That's the Jinks Perspective. See you next week.